All righty, we're live here, and I am live on YouTube and also on Facebook. And I wanted to talk about some opportunities that I've been able to take advantage of here lately um, from networking and connecting with people. So I wanted to talk about that tonight. So I am on Zoom, but let me see. For those people who come on Zoom, I did send that link out as well. So just let me go ahead and start recording here so that we could have it running, and then we'll get started. All right. Let's see. So I just need to go here on Zoom and hit record. It's showing hide my captions. Okay, and we're gonna get started. That way I have it in both places.
Recording in progress.
All right, all right. What's going on? This is Quamon Fowler coming to you. I am the Texas tenor and also the entrepreneurial musician for those people who are viewing. Let me turn this light off here so it'll make it a little hipper looking. All right, so I'm gonna dive right in. So today on Monday, I usually do my entrepreneurial Zoom, and I sent out my link a little late. It was like at 5, so I know sometimes people are transitioning, coming from work and not in a place where they can get on the Zoom or they're moving around. But it's okay. It's all good because I just know I need to be consistent. And so I wanted to share some things about networking and ideas, well, not ideas, opportunities that present themselves. So here we go. So what I did something. I'm gonna rewind back. I actually, well, here it is. Let's even go back. I had to play at a senior living facility, sometimes last year for Christmas or so, and then I met a drummer there and a keyboard player, and then the drummer reached out to me about playing for a gig here this Christmas. So this was last week, and so I was able to go to it. I didn't know what type of event it was, but we played for a what is it? A black contractors event, and so there were people that was there in business, accountants, lawyers, photographers, people who dealt with estate planning, trust, setting up trusts, and what else? Funding, getting loans for your business and different things, credit repair and stuff like that. And so we were just playing. And so I didn't know what to expect. So everybody was kind of sharing what they did, what their expertise was. So I exchanged some information and I made sure that I got the people's contact information so that I could talk with them. So a lady reached out to me and she told me about what she does, her and her partner, and it was interesting because she had a group that they talk about how to create eight streams of income. And so of course, I was into it. I was like, okay, that's interesting. But I was telling her I have my own school that I teach on Tuesday, so it was a conflict. So I teach on Tuesdays and I do my mentorship program, the Sound Musician Mentorship Program. And of course, this is where I teach about jazz improvisation. I teach on music marketing and business, music business for that particular audience of people. Right now, we got like 16 people a part of the group. I talk with a another student, past student of mine, and he was getting his instrument fixed, his tenor fixed, and so he came through here and we caught up and everything. I was telling him about my group, and so he said he wanted to join the group. So, but anyway, I was just thinking about when you connect with people, you never know what's tied to it. And so when you network with people, and here's the deal. So let me not lose focus. So from meeting the lady, I was talking to her about the group I have, and so she was talking about the group that she had, and so I was interested. She's older. I think she was like 63 or so. And so I was telling her, yeah, I traded, and then I did real estate and different things like that. And so she's like, oh yeah, she was excited to hear that I had that experience, and so she wanted to hear what I was doing, and she wanted me to check out some things that she was doing. And so I was like, yeah, that's great. And so here lately, I've been going through my phone and just catching up with people, trying to find out what they're doing now. And so I was reminded to contact someone who I found in my phone, and we talked. And then he told me some things that he was doing, and so we um, joined. I joined something with him, and then he joined something with me. I was able to get him hooked up with something, and he got me hooked in. So what I was wanting to share is there's so many opportunities out there, especially for earning. And like a lot of times, you just don't know what you don't know. And I'm finding that a lot of times people will psych themselves out from just having a conversation with people. And sales is very interesting because I was talking with another mentee in our mentorship program. He was saying that what he does, he has conversations with a lot of musicians. He talks to them about the need to market and get more views on their Instagram pages. And so he was just talking about they will all express the need to be to do those things in terms of paying for marketing and stuff like that, or assistance to build your page. And so, but they don't have the money. And so we were talking about things, and he was saying like, yeah, it's like they're super talented, they have potential, but they don't want to put any money into themselves or their business. And so I was like, yeah, but it's hard for a lot of musicians because a lot of times they don't have multiple streams of income. And so when you don't have multiple streams of income and you only are making income through playing gigs, then that's going to limit you. Of course, when you're not working, the money is not coming in. We got residual bills, but not residual income. And so it's going to stop the influx or the flow of money. And if you have multiple streams of going in terms of that are coming into your pocket, assets that you have that are working for you, then it helps you to be able to have freedom to not take certain gigs and to do the things that you want to do, or even put money into marketing. And so, or the first thing I always say is education. Like, I get audiobooks. I have a subscription to Audible. And so I'm always listening to audiobooks. And the thing that's really cool now, there is a company that that I was turned on to called biznet.college. And so now I get every day I'm emailed an audio from a particular book, like an audio book, whether it's something about Henry Ford, whether it's they had something about Benjamin Franklin, they had some stuff about Andrew Carnegie, they had, Henry Ford and different people who are in business, Napoleon Hill, Stephen Covey, these are just Brian Tracy. These are people who are successful in business, and they'll share some nuggets of what it took to be successful. And inside of the website, they have education on personal development, how to be successful, cryptocurrency education, and a lot of things. So I was excited to be a part of this community because it's a way that you're able to learn and be connected with others, and they have a compensation plan tied to it. So that means you can earn from you sharing it with others. So they created a way for you to earn when you share, and also you benefit from being a part of the community of like-minded individuals that are going after the same things. And so this is something like on, you can say on the side that you have as an option as you're educating yourself and growing, developing your personal skills and having conversations with people and turning them on to what you're doing to create passive income. You're able to earn from that. And so, of course, this is at the same time I'm playing gigs, I'm meeting business people, and that's the thing. You never know who you're going to meet. Like, for instance, I was at a banquet for doctors, and I was playing at it. And so I spoke with a dentist, and I got his card. And, we talked for a little bit, and I just ask questions. I just find out what their world is, what's going on, because there's always opportunities that can come from a conversation. Like they can remember you meeting you at a certain event, and then you can reach back out to them and share something with them. And it might be something that's just right on time. But if you don't have the conversation or if you don't reach out, you never know what opportunity you're missing out on. But a lot of times we get afraid to talk to people or afraid to just reach out to people, and we're not taking advantage or not able to take advantage of an opportunity. Another thing too, one of my mentees, the same one we were talking, and so he was just saying he reaches out to people through Instagram. And so he talks to people through Instagram direct messaging, and then he'll send an audio message, and they'll get on the call and everything. And from the conversations, this is how he gets people to purchase, the subscriptions for his marketing services that he offers. And so I was like, that's really cool. And so even with my process here with my mentorship program for the Sound Musician Mentorship Program, I got on Zooms with people or got on the phone with people too and had conversations. And that informed them enough and made them feel comfortable enough to want to pay for my service, So, but these are conversations that you have with people. And the best way to know where people are, know what their needs are and desires is to have conversations with people. And so I know on the internet, a lot of times people have a tendency to think that you can't get personal or people don't care. They just want to sell and want to make money. But no, I'm a real person. There's real souls on the other end. You're a real person watching, So I think people really miss out because they're not taking advantage of these opportunities. The thing about when you are able to share a video and go live or whatever, you're connecting with somebody on the other end, and they're getting to know you. They're getting to the point where they like you, and then they trust you. And then at that point, as they reach out or they connect with you, then they can be somebody who is very comfortable to work with because they know you. They've been watching you for years. Like a prime example, I had that happen for me. It was a 22-year-old guy who joined he joined my community for the entrepreneurial things with BizNet College. And so he went ahead and joined, and he was just saying he had been watching me for years since he was like in high school. And so I was like, wow, so he was very, very excited to be able to connect with me and kind of learn things, And so it was just a reminder for me of like how the relationship marketing works. And I wanted to encourage you because people will complain about not making enough money. People will complain about the cost of things. They'll complain about the bills and all of these things. But here's the reality. You're not using the tools and the opportunities that you have. It's like right here before your eyes. Like literally, I'm doing it right now. And it's not based on communication skills. It's not based on uh, being perfect or anything like that. Like I've gone over that before in some other videos. I was talking about it's not about being perfect. It's just about being consistent. So you'll get better as you go. But people have insecurities. Like people have hidden things inside of them. And so the thing with sales, psychology, and all of this stuff comes to the forefront, or it comes to a head. You know, it's like exposed. You'll expose yourself because you really got to get down to the bottom of the reason why you don't want to move forward. So on the opposite end, so let's say for instance, if you are one, let's use the musician profile because that's a lot of times I'm attracting a lot of musicians, right? So let's use this profile. You're a musician, all right, and you play at church. You know, get paid a check every week, right? And then you don't have a job. Let's say that you don't have another type of job. So you're getting whatever you're getting weekly, and then you have gigs that pop up, which is work for I hire here and there, right? And let's say that's not enough. You know, your car needs fixing. You need work on the car. Let's say you have a cell phone bill. You have a car note, or let's say if you have I don't know, other type of subscriptions that you're paying for, and it makes it hard for you to pay for an education program or platform or coaching, you know, because you're not really ready to commit. But at the same time, years have gone by and you've been in the same place. All right. It's very interesting how people can consume so much material and information on YouTube and on Instagram, not really realizing you have to apply the stuff that you take in. It's like the Bible says, faith without works is dead. Like a person should know your faith by the work that you do. And so this is the thing with me. This is how I'm wired. Like when I get an idea that I feel is something that is in line with what I need to do, or my goals and what God would really want me to do and pursue, I get excited. And then I think about implementation immediately. So I can hear a good message, I can hear some good training, some good teaching, or I can have a conversation with somebody and get some more insight on problems that are, my customer avatar is having, right? And so I'm thinking immediately, how can I create some content or do something? What do I need to put in place in order to speak to that particular area, right? And so I jump on it, you know, and then I talk to certain people. You know, these are conversations that I have, so I'm bringing up real scenarios. Then I talk with other people who are far more better. This is a prime example. They're better communicators. They're better with presentation. They're more thorough and thought out with their how they're going to present information, but they're not presenting stuff. I mean, they might do things for their job and, you know, for things that is offline, but online, they don't have any content. And so those same people will complain about needing money. I need to be able to pay and cover, you know, my bills. But at the same time, they're not actually doing some of the simple things that I'm doing, even though they might be a lot better at communicating and presenting and being organized and stuff like that. But, you know, but here's the deal. It's a numbers game. It has nothing to do with talent. You hear me? It has nothing to do with talent or perfection. It's a numbers game. And if people are used to seeing you and you're being consistent, like you're an option, you know what I'm saying? Out of sight, out of mind. Like there's tons of people that a person can sign up with or learn from or buy from. But the reason why you get the sale is because you are accessible. You know, you are an option. If you're if nobody sees you or is able to find you, you're not an option. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so here's the deal. If you really have a passion and a belief that you want to be able to take care of your family, you want to be able to be a blessing to people, then you got to prove it. It's like you got to show up. You got to show yourself being genuine and sincere with whatever it is that you're into, whatever industry that you're into. You got to show up, whether it's real estate, whether it's being a public speaker, or whether it's sharing tools and information, educational information, or whatever you're into, trading or whatever it is. It's like whatever industry you're in, you have to be consistent, even in that. You got to show up. The reason why we use social media is because that's where all the people are. People are on Instagram, people are on Facebook, people are on YouTube. So whatever it is, just think about it. Like everything is based on keywords. Everything is based on search. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're searching for, whatever you're looking for, you can reverse engineer things. I want to remove every excuse that you might have as to what's keeping you from being successful. And this is the reason why you need to hook up with people. I always say this in my streams. Like it's all about mentorship and community. And that's why earlier this year I created the Sound Musician Mentorship Program. You know, this is for musicians if you want to grow in your ability to improvise on your instrument, and also if you want to better learn how to do business, music business, and marketing. That's that particular entity. You know what I'm saying? But I've realized that I have value that's not just for musicians. You know, I have categorically, you can say that I'm a digital marketer. So any opportunity, whether it be real estate or whether it be crypto or whether it be network marketing or something that I believe in, that is a product and service that I use, or educational platform that I use, I could benefit also from sharing information about that because I'm a digital marketer. Like the category of what I'm marketing doesn't matter. It can be music, it can be education, you know, jazz education or whatever, but I'm still a digital marketer because this is a digital platform. And have to send text messages out. I got to send out emails. I have to send out or make posts. So I'm a digital marketer in terms of like categorically. And so there's principles and tools and that I use and protocol and everything that a person could benefit if they're a financial educator or if they're a real estate agent. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So you have to, there's certain principles and there's certain consistencies or a thread that's throughout being a successful person, period, you know? And so I wanted to encourage you that, you know, quit making excuses. I said I was going to eliminate the excuses, right? So here it is. I know, this is what I was going to say. This is what I was going to do. I got ahead of myself. So let's rewind back. I was saying reverse engineer things. So let's look at how are you going to, let's do like personal training, right? Personal training for somebody who's working out or who loves to work out and they're doing it consistently for themselves, but they want to get clients or they want to earn more revenue opportunities from being a personal trainer. Okay, so if you're going to do it online, all right, first thing you need is a channel. And this can, like again, this could be anybody. All right, first you need a channel. What channel do you want to use? You want to use, and think shorts. Think shorts. You can use YouTube shorts or you can use Instagram or TikTok, Facebook too, whichever one. A lot of people are on Facebook, the older folk are on Facebook, 40, 30 and up, you know. A lot of the young folk use Instagram, TikTok, you know. And so YouTube, everybody uses, but a lot of people looking at shorts. The shorts gets way more engagement than the long form. But I mean, each serves a different purpose and an age group too. But anyway, choose your vehicle, right? All right. So once you choose your vehicle, the second thing is do research. So research topics that are related to your particular niche. Let's jump into something like make money online, a home-based business, or work from home, right? So look at groups. Go on Facebook, look at groups. You can go on YouTube and look for groups. They got pages that are dedicated to just opportunities, side hustles, and stuff like that. All right? Now, they're creating content. They're creating 5 ways to make money online in 2024, or, 5 ways to earn, or don't do this instead. I mean, it's so many things that you can see like that are gimmicks to get people to click. But you look at their followers, you look at their views, you look at the success, you look at the affiliate links. That's another thing. They offer affiliate links so you can earn from these products and services that they would promote through their videos. Podcasters, they'll slip in the promotion for products and services while you're listening to the content. And you look at their views related to your particular niche, and you just start taking notes. Okay, how can I do this for myself? And then you can take topics from the people who you've talked to, the people that you have interacted with within your community, and then you start creating content about it. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is a long form video that was supposed to be a Zoom, but I went ahead and went live. So now this is something that I could use live, and then I can chop it up to use as shorts. All right. So there's a formula, there's a method to it. You know, even with music today, like releasing music, if you're going to have a whole album, it's the same approach. You just don't want to release an album with 10 songs, 8 to 10 songs on it. You want to release singles every month, leading up to an EP, and then release those 4 to 5 songs as an EP, and then start putting out some more singles every month, and then release all 8 or 10 together as an album. So that's the way you have to do things now. It's totally different. And it's the same way with being a content creator. A lot of people don't see themselves as being a content creator, but you want to make money, right? You want to earn. If not, just keep it, keep working your job, and then of course you're obligated to exchange your time for money. But if you want to create freedom, then you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work to create multiple streams of income, whether it be categorically in different industries like digital marketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing, investing, and your own business, side hustle, or whatever you like to do or have a passion for, playing gigs or teaching or whatever it be. You have to do multiple things, but then what happens as you're going along, you'll find certain things that stick, or even certain assets that you really are into, or passive streams that you can create. You know what I'm saying? You'll get a passion for certain things, and then you'll be able to trim the fat. You'll be able to stop doing so much of this and do more of that. Stop having to be gone so much, because now you have money to be able to pay certain bills to where you don't have to say yes to every gig. You know what I'm saying? So, but you can only have those as options if you take the time to pursue the opportunities that are presented to themselves, that are presented to you. What I mean, through conversations with people. You have conversations with people. I talk to business people. They always have something to share. Always opportunities and things out there, but you got to make yourself available to learn the information. If it's for you, you can take advantage of it. If it's not, then you move on to something else that that's more in line with where you are and what you want to do. But the thing about it is, it's the conversations, it's the people who you network with that determine the quality of opportunities. that are presented. And so that's something that you just don't know what you don't know if you haven't had a conversation or if you haven't talked to somebody. So, with that said, I wanted to share my information so that you can reach out to me. I do these on Mondays. This is open, my Zoom. It's the Entrepreneurial Zoom. So I'll open it up and people can get on the Zoom and find out about different things that we offer. So if you're interested in learning more about that side of the business in terms of the entrepreneurial side and like financial learning, financial education and learning about crypto and even trading or that whole bit, then you can connect with me and join with the link I share below. It's biznet emusician.biznet.college is the link. I have it listed in the description of this video. And for those who are musicians and you want to become a mentee of mine, that link is below. It's called shed.quamonfowler.com. Some people want to take lessons, and so the link, I'm not sure if it's working for lessons, but my number is there. So just message me, send me a text if you want to take a lesson, if you want to find out what type of package deals I offer now. Okay, so that's below. All right, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. And I wanted to encourage you and challenge you to quit talking yourself out of stuff. Like, quit believing the wrong things. Look, there's two types of faith, right? There's fear, and then there's faith. Like faith in God, faith in the right thing. Here's the deal. When you're fearful, the fear cancels out your faith. Fear is faith in the wrong thing happening, right? Faith and your belief and your hope, when you're hoping and expecting something good, then that's what you will attract. The law of attraction didn't come from the New Agers. The law of attraction comes from God's word. You speaking it, and if you believe it and you receive it, you'll have it. They hijack, they steal from God's kingdom and they use it for darkness, and because they want to draw everything to themselves. It's not about you getting everything that you want. You got to get what you need. You have to get what God has for you, and it requires faith and trust and belief in order to make that happen. So although you might have been messed over, scammed, you might have been taken advantage of in the past businesses gone bad and past things, relationships or whatever, you can't allow that trauma to keep you paralyzed where you're not moving forward, where you have a new opportunity to connect with somebody, to have a conversation, to join arms, lock arms, and then you taking that step will be the very thing that you need to put you on a path to freedom. But if you're fearful based on stuff that happened in the past and you're associating that with a potential opportunity, then it's going to distort your view, and the enemy can keep you paralyzed. He can keep you stuck and anchored down where you're never able to move forward. So you got to be careful. Yes, business is challenging. It's a lot of sharks, and it's not a straight line to be successful in business. Like, you have trial and error, especially if you're by yourself. If you got a mentor, that could help a lot more because you have someone who has been there, done that, and they can kind of give you guidance and help you with the wisdom that they've learned from their mistakes and their successes. So at least you get that. The second component is when you have a community, the community, you can reach out to different people that are part of the community. And so a prime example, one of the guys that joined my mentorship program, we've been talking about music, and I see him on my Zooms and everything like that, but we had a conversation and I found out that he was getting into trading. His girlfriend was working on trading, had bots and all this stuff. I was like, wow, really? Because I'm into it because I was doing that. And so we had a great conversation. And so that was just a whole nother world, a whole nother perspective that we were able to explore, and conversations we were able to have, because he was a part of my mentorship community, my mentorship program. And I was able to turn him on to my other group of entrepreneurs and business people through BizNet.college. And I'm able to introduce him to the people who are in that environment. So that's the benefit from being a part of a community of like-minded people, right? So you miss out when you're stingy. When you say, I'm not going to pay for that program, I'm not going to spend money on that, I'm going to just get it from YouTube and all of this stuff like that. You know, you can only go so far. It's a lot of information on YouTube. It's a lot that you can learn from it, but there's never going to be a replacement from you actually connecting with a real live person, having real conversation, talking about stuff. And so just that alone, that's a more organic, natural, authentic type of experience. So when you connect with somebody that you feel, that you like, that you trust, then y'all can go a lot farther for a long time. And that's the benefit. That's the benefit that I've even gotten from the people, from the opportunities that I've had. Like the opportunities, a lot of times there's a window. So they last for a certain amount of time, and then it's time to move on to something else. But the value you get is the people you end up meeting along the way. And so I met from someone that I connected. He turned me on to a lot of people that was in his network, and I just had conversations with different ones. And one guy was saying, he was saying, I met this guy at this one opportunity that we did years back, and then we were successful in that. Then we went to something else, and we started working that. We got up to the top, and then we met the same person at the same, platform. Well, at the on stage, from a previous opportunity. So it was interesting just hearing how now they have a relationship, so they stay in contact with each other and kind of keep their ear to the ground on what's going on out there. And so it's a fun thing. It's like a sport. Like, I'm not a network marketer like that, but I'm learning a lot from those people who are like serial network marketers, and they're always connected into deals and stuff. And it's like a sport. They enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not quite like that. I have a few things that I do. Solex is one of them. That's the health product, where it's the one that can scan your voice, and then you can take your voice and determine what's going on with your vitals and stuff. But I personally use that, and I appreciate that. Y'all probably have seen me where I've sent the frequencies through remotely to somebody's mouthpiece, and it affects their sound. I take my wristband here, and I can transfer that energy, and through remotely through the app, and it can affect them. That's really cool stuff. So I like all of that. So I use that a lot for myself, but I don't really promote that as much. But it is a network marketing component tied to it. But yeah, I do that, and I have BizNet College, and I have my own mentorship program, the Sound Musician program. So those are the things that I'm into, in terms of multiple streams of income, health and wellness, and of course, music and business. So those are my categories, you know what I'm saying? So I enjoy those things, and I enjoy sharing and helping people. I'm just wanting to encourage you to get out there and make it happen. Have some conversations with people, talk, and make that post. Make a post on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Short, whatever it is. Make a post and be consistent. Don't just do it one time and then not the next day. Be consistent. Challenge yourself, because you're the one that's missing out. There's tons of opportunities, gigs, public speaking events. People will hire you. People will want you to come and present to their group or whatever, because they saw a video, they saw some information, or they appreciated how you presented it, or they appreciate how you played. They appreciated how you broke stuff down, because you put it out there and you was consistent. Remember, out of sight, out of mind. You're not an option if you're not an option, right? All right, so that's it for now. And if you want to connect with me and lock arms, just hit me up. I would love to connect with you as well. I left my information in the description there, and look forward to connecting with you. 877-360-4014. All right, that's the number. You can text that number and I'll reply back and we can connect and, talk about what's going on. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Okay, peace.